Welcome my dear students. Today we are going to learn the second experiment to find the resistance of galvanometer by Kelvin's method. Obviously we using the Wheatstone's meter bridge. See, it's the fourth video. Previously 3 videos for the to verify the laws of resistances using the Wheatstone's meter bridge. Now in this video we will determine the resistance of galvanometer. As you know, this is the one use of the Wheatstone's meter bridge. That with the Wheatstone's meter bridge we can find the unknown resistance. So the galvanometer is also having its own resistance, and that value we will determine with the help of the Wheatstone's meter bridge. And this method is known as the Kelvin's method. It is also known as the half scale deflection method. Now for this we are going to use the circuit diagram. This one, circuit diagram. See, this part is the Wheatstone's meter bridge. As you know, there are the two L-shaped metal strips, and this is the middle one, straight metal strip. So there forms the two gaps. One is the left gap and the other is the right gap. In the left gap we have to connect the galvanometer whose resistance we have to determine. And in the right gap, now across this AC wire, 1 meter wire, we have to connect the battery, key and the rheostat in series. So from the B terminal we have to connect directly now jockey. See, in the previous experiment we had connected the galvanometer here. But since we have to determine the resistance of galvanometer, that is treated as an unknown resistance. So this unknown resistance we have to determine this Wheatstone's meter bridge. Now the same setup we have to do actually in the experiment. So this is the experimental setup. You can see there these are the two L-shaped metal strips, and this one is the middle metal strip. Middle straight metal strip, A terminal, B terminal and the C terminal. Okay. Now this one is the left gap. You can see there is a gap, no metal strip. So this is the gap. So it's a left gap and this is the right gap. As in the circuit diagram, we have to connect the galvanometer in the left gap, and in the right gap we have to connect the resistance box. So this is the upper part. From the B terminal we have to connect directly jockey. Okay, we have to connect directly jockey. Now in the lower part we have to connect the battery, key and the rheostat. They are connected one after the other. That means it is a series combination. You can see from the A terminal that goes to the positive terminal of the battery, and negative terminal of the battery goes to the key. And the other terminal of the key goes to the constant of rheostat, and the other constant terminal we have to keep free as shown in the circuit diagram. And the variable terminal, this upper terminal, we have to connect to the C terminal. Okay, see, this is the A terminal, this is the C terminal, it's a B terminal. So you can refer the circuit diagram while doing the connections. So now we have to do some adjustment while taking the readings. This is all about the connections. I think all of you understood the connection. See how simply we had done the connection. See, in the left gap we have to connect the galvanometer. Okay, and in the right gap we have to connect the resistance box. Simply you can remember. From the B terminal you have to connect the jockey. This pen-like instrument is known as the jockey. Okay, here you have to connect the long wire, as in the earlier video I have explained that. Now, and this battery, key and the rheostat you have to keep one after the other. So before doing these connections, now students, remember that as shown in the circuit diagram you have to arrange the apparatus initially. Once you have arranged the apparatus and then you have to do the connection, then that will be easy for you. Okay. Now we have to do some adjustment while for taking the readings. Okay. So for that we have to switch on the circuit. See, like this, switch on the circuit. Then close the key, take some value from the resistance. See, from the resistance we have to take some values. For example, suppose I am taking the 50 value. Okay, this key, that is this resistance I have introduced. Okay, so this value of the resistance, this key you have to remove. Okay, actually we are introducing that resistance by removing the key. Okay, so this adjustment we have done. Then we have to check whether our connections are correct or not. Okay, for this what we have to do, we have to touch the jockey at the A terminal and the C terminal. Now see the difference. It's very important difference. Listen carefully. Listen with the full concentration. ये part बिल्कुल skip नहीं करना है बच्चों. Okay. Now it is a half scale deflection method. Remember, in the previous experiment, we get the full scale deflection in the galvanometer. That means what? Whenever we touch the jockey at the A terminal and the C terminal, we are getting the deflections on the either side of the zero. That means the 30 divisions and the 30 divisions. Okay, that means a full scale deflection we get. But in this case, we are not getting the full scale deflection, but we are getting the half scale deflection. That means what? In the galvanometer, if you remember that scale, it is like that semicircle scale, 30 divisions on the either side of the middle zero. So that is the full scale. Now half scale means what? 0 and 30. So this is the half of the full scale. Are you getting this? Okay. So this is the half scale deflection method. That means whenever you are touching the jockey at the A terminal and the C terminal, you are getting only the half scale deflection. That means from 0 to 30 only, not from 30 to 30. I think all of you understood that. Okay, so tell me, in the full scale deflection method, since we are getting the deflection from 30 division to 30 divisions, null point we consider at a zero deflection. Okay, at a zero, that means the middle one. From the 30 to 30 divisions, that means at the zero deflection, that is the null point for the full scale deflection. But in the case of the half scale deflection, since we are getting the deflection from the 0 to 30, that means only the half scale. So where will be the null point? Obviously at the middle, that means at the 15 divisions. Okay, got the point? So in this way, here the 0 will be where at the 15 divisions. The null point will be where at the 15 divisions. So remember, whatever the sentence I am going to tell you now, that is very important. Whenever you are finding the balancing length or the null point, at that time remember that the before touching and after touching the jockey on the wire, the pointer in the galvanometer should be at the 15th division. Listen again. Without touching jockey on the wire, where should be the pointer? At the 15 divisions. How that we will get? Very simple. With the help of the rheostat. For that adjustment, what we have to do, take out some resistance from the resistance box from the 50. Okay. Now the further readings we will how to take the readings, actual readings, that we will see in the next video, and here we will stop. Thank you, students. Yes, my dear students, we are learning the experiment, second part of the experiment, to find the resistance of the galvanometer by Kelvin's method. Okay, actually it's the fifth video. Okay, that is second part of the Kelvin's method. In that I explained why it is called as the half scale deflection method. Now let's see how to take the readings. For that you have to switch on the circuit. Okay, then close the key. Then take some value from the resistance box. For example, suppose 50 ohm resistance I had taken, that means 50 ohm resistance I have introduced. Now you have to touch the jockey at the A terminal, so that the pointer will be at the 0 only. Okay, the pointer will be at the 0 only, as you can see. Okay, now touch the jockey at the C terminal, you will get the full scale deflection. Suppose if you are not getting the 30 divisions, with the rheostat, with the slider, you can obtain that 30 division deflection. See, like this. Okay, so I think it is the 30 divisions deflection. You can see. Okay, see now, it's a 30 divisions deflection. So whenever we touch the jockey at the A terminal, we are getting at the 0. Whenever we are touching the jockey at the C terminal, we are getting the deflection as a 30 divisions. That means you are getting the half scale deflection from the 0 to 30. So pointer should be where now? Pointer should be at the 15 division. So with the rheostat only, you should bring that pointer at the 15 division. See here. Okay, see, with the rheostat, I brought it at the 15 division. That means see now, we are not touching the jockey on the wire. Okay, at that time the deflection should be, the pointer should be at the 15 division. So that is the null point. Actually that is a 0 for this half scale deflection, because from the 0 to 30 we are getting the half scale deflection. See, from the 0 to 30 we are getting the half scale deflection. So obviously the middle point will be the null point. So in this case 15 division will be the null point. So before touching the jockey on the wire, it should be at the 15 divisions. Now we will take the readings. We will find the balancing length for the galvanometer and for the resistance box. For that we had taken the value of the resistance 50 ohm. Now touch the jockey at the different points on the wire and find the null point. Now you can see there is a increasing or the decreasing of the divisions. Okay, so till it again become on the 15 division, at that time you have to stop. So when it will become at the 15 division, then that means you are finding the null point. Okay, don't remember students, never slide the jockey on the wire. Okay, it should be you only touch the jockey at the different points. Okay, so see here at this length, see it is at the 15 centimeter, 15 division. Let me show you. So remember here, before touching jockey should be 15, after touching jockey it should be at the 15. See here. Okay, see now 15 division. So we are getting the length as a 51. So 51 length is for the LG and the remaining length will be for the LR. So we can write the 51 for in this observation table. You can see the observation table here. Resistance, how much we had taken? 50 ohm from the resistance box. Okay, so we will write here 50. Now LG, that means this balancing length AD. Okay, this point is the D point. Okay, so at the AD we are getting the length as a 51. So we will write here as a 51 centimeter, and 100 minus 51, that means 49 will be the LR. So 51 and the 49, by substituting these values here and doing the log calculation, first calculation, you can find the G, first value. Okay, now to take the second reading. See, first reading how we had taken, let me explain you again. We had taken some resistance from the resistance box. Touch the jockey at the A terminal and the C terminal, so you are getting the half scale deflection. That means before touching it is at the 15th division. Again touching the jockey at the different points, you find the balancing length. So you are getting the LG and the LR. Same procedure you have to repeat for the further 3 readings. Okay, how to take that readings? Suppose for the 50 resistance we had taken, now suppose for the 70. That means 50 plus 20. Okay, see 50 ohm and the 20 ohm. That means 70 ohm resistance we had introduced. For that also we have to do the adjustment here. It should be at the 15 division. Okay, so with the rheostat we will brought that pointer at the 15 division, exact 15 division. As you can see, it is at the 15 division. Okay, now that means before touching 15, now after touching also you have to obtain the 15. So touch the jockey at the different points on the wire, so that you are getting the 15 division deflection. Okay, so that will be the balancing length for the galvanometer. You can see we can obtain that like this. Again, one thing you remember, student, whatever the balancing lengths you are getting, always remember that balancing length should be between the 30 and the 70. See, whenever I touch the jockey at this point, that means the length is the 64. Okay, so LG I am getting the 64, so obviously the LR is the 36. Okay, so we can write for the second reading here the resistance as a 70, LG as a 64 and the LR as a 36. Okay, and again doing the calculations we are getting the second value of the G. Same procedure we can repeat for the 90 ohm resistance, that means the 50 plus 20 plus 20. Okay, see 50, 20 and 20. So 90 ohm resistance. For that resistor also again you have to bring the pointer at the 15 divisions. Okay, see it is slightly shifted for this resistance. It is not exactly at the 15 division. Can you see that? It is slightly shifted by the 2-3 divisions. So with this rheostat you have to bring at the 15 division. Okay. So in this way again, that means before touching 15, After touching also you should bring it at the 15 centimeter, 15 divisions. So touch the jockey at the different points on the wire and find out that balancing length for this resistance 90. Okay, so it is at the, let me find that, see, you can see the galvanometer. Now see, it is, the third reading is 59. Okay, see that 59 and the 41. 59 is the LG because G is connected here. So whatever the balancing length on this side we are getting, that is the LG, and the 41 is the LR. Okay, so here in the observation table for the third reading you can write resistance as a 90, then the LG as a 59, LR as a 41. Okay, in this way again you can calculate and you can find the G. You can repeat the same procedure for the fourth reading also. Now, so in this way, by connecting the galvanometer in the left gap and the resistance box in the right gap, we obtained the 4 values of the G. We had taken the 4 readings. Same procedure we have to repeat by interchanging the position of the galvanometer and the resistance box. That means what? Only you have to remove the resistance box from galvanometer here and here the resistance box. Okay, like this. So again connect here the 2 wires. Again connect the galvanometer here. Like this we have to connect to the connections. And same procedure, whatever we had done in the previous case, same procedure we have to repeat and take the 4 readings. Okay, so in the first case, that is the galvanometer in the left gap and the galvanometer in the right gap, you will get the 2 values of the G. Okay, in the first case G1, in the second case G2. Again, by taking the average of those values, you can calculate the value of the G. So in this way, by using the half scale deflection method, you can find the resistance of the galvanometer. Only one hint you have to remember here, it is a half scale deflection. That means deflection you are getting from the 0 to 30, null point is at the 15, and one sentence you remember, before touching 15, after touching 15. Okay, if you are following these instructions, then definitely you can do this experiment. Thank you, students.